When I was debating about what to talk about this week, Ohio State was obviously one of the big ones. I figured I'd be talking about Big Ten tournament, review that, maybe review their first couple games in the NCAA tournament, and then project how far they can go. I did not think that I would be doing a season review, but that's what we've now come to. When you look back at the Big Ten tournament, I knew it was going to be rough, especially without Kyle Young. Once he went down, it's pretty much, okay, let's ride the ship. Let's just deal with it. And if you had told me without Kyle Young, they'd still make it to the finals of the Big Ten tournament, I would have signed up for that. Like, okay, we can handle a loss, still be a high seed, and hopefully he'll be back in time for the NCAA tournament, at least the second round. If you watch Ohio State basketball regularly, you know Kyle Young is a big piece of what they do. He's the Energizer Bunny type. He's always going, always fighting. He's the one who's handling the guys like Kofi Coburn, Hunter Dickinson, and that 7'4" giant at Purdue, Zach Edey. Without him, you still have Zed Key coming off the bench, but mainly it's EJ Liddell. And he's even shorter than Kyle Young. I think Kyle Young's 6'8", 6'9". EJ Liddell's 6'7". Against those Giants, you could tell by the end of the Big Ten tournament, EJ Liddell was exhausted. He absolutely needed Kyle Young back. When they got through it, you think, okay, even if Kyle Young doesn't come back for the first round, it's the first round and you're going up against a 15 seed. You just ride it out, maybe a rough game, but then hopefully Kyle Young's back. He takes the pressure off EJ Liddell. Yet you watch that game, and I've talked to multiple people about this. I've had some people say it's on Chris Holtman. I've had some people say it's on Dwayne Washington. And I've had a couple other responses. So let's think about it. You watch the end of the game specifically, the last couple minutes of overtime. I saw Dwayne Washington with the ball in his hand, and a lot of time the ball not leaving his hands. Him just walking around, trying to find as open a shot as he can get, and then taking what he can get. Instead of doing what Ohio State does best, which is get it down to EJ Liddell, let him try to create something. If he can't get it, then he passes it out, and usually it ends up in an open three. Instead, the ball stuck to his hands or maybe CJ Walker's hands, and they just tried to force things. It doesn't even look like there was a play design, which you take it from that perspective, you definitely can put a lot of blame on Chris Holtman. There should have been something designed to where the ball gets down to EJ Liddell, even if just for a second, just so the defense can think, oh, we got to watch out for that guy, because EJ Liddell is their best player. Ohio State lives and dies by the three. Even though Liddell is their best player, he usually plays in the post, they live and die by the three. The thing about it, though, is those threes are created by the ball getting down to EJ Liddell A lot of times he'll face a double team or something. And if he can't get a basket that way, he turns around, he finds the open jumper. But when it sticks to Dwayne Washington's hands, either no play set or Dwayne Washington just trying to play hero ball, which he does way too much, that's when Ohio State's at their worst. I think you can say blame, it doesn't go on either one specifically. Neither one is free of blame, but it's not all on them. However, in the end, poor shooting is going to do them in. You cannot shoot 9 of 18 from the free throw line and really expect to win the game. Literally, if they make 4 more free throws, they win. Or if they make 2 more threes, they win. Oral Roberts shot 31% from 3. Not exactly great. Ohio State, 21%. 5 of 23. There's a lot of forced shots. Not a lot of getting it down to E.J. Liddell. And not playing true Ohio State basketball. In the end, that's what's going to do them in. Yeah. Holtman has struggled at the end of games lately. I think it's a more this team issue than overall. Dwayne Washington needs to quit playing hero ball so much. Again, Ohio State lives and dies by the 3, unfortunately. They're always at their best when they're getting it down to Liddell, Zed Key, to Kyle Young. Letting the defense collapse to them and then getting it outside. They didn't do that. It did them in. This was a fun team. Stressful team at times, but a fun team. Going to miss watching them play. If Dwayne Washington decides to go pro, I'm not mad at it. He showed he is a talented player, but the team is better when he is not playing hero ball. They got to get back to getting it to E.J. Liddell. And I get it, his back was hurting. He's struggling. But even Liddell at 60, 70% is better than a lot of other guys. And you got to think, they went through the Big Ten. They were the best conference far and away this year. Purdue also lost first round. Could it be that the best conference in America actually just wore everyone else down? So that they go to the tournament and they're facing fresher legs? Could be. Way too early of an exit for Ohio State. Incredibly depressing. But Liddell will be back. It'll be interesting to see how things change, especially with C.J. Walker leaving. Some dynamics are going to change. I believe in Chris Holtman, though. I think it'll be another fun year. Hopefully with COVID less and less of an issue. We'll see. It'll be interesting. Enjoy the rest of the tournament, guys.